Thanks, man. Hello? Hi. Man, that's a tough act to follow. So, Peter was traveling around the country and I wanted to help him out. And, I called some of my friends up and, please don't scam him, help him out. Don't let other people scam him. And then Peter comes up to me today, he's like, nobody tried to really scam me except your friend. Well, thanks to him. I hope he watches this video. Thanks, friend. Thanks. Let's get to my sketch today. So, my name's Yoshan. And I have some very, very not normal friends. And we're going to talk about it. And we're going to make fun of them today. I have some of them here sitting. Hi. Congratulations. Oh, a round of applause for my friend over here who just got married. So about 5, maybe 10 years back, actually it's more, it's about 50, I'm really old. I know you can't see from my, baby-like face. About 15 years back, I had a friend who was dating this girl. And she was one of those girls with 0 red flags. It's very rare because my friends are attracted to red flags. If you don't have a red flag, they will not even give you a chance. For example, recently one of my lady friends was dating this guy. He had a nice red flag. He was still in love with his ex. So this is what I imagine that conversation would be like. Oh baby, please tell me about your ex, darling. Tell me how she abused you. Tell me how she left you unsaid. Oh. The second red flag, which is the most absurd one, which I cannot believe that I'm going to share with you, was I had a friend who was dating a guy who was a prime suspect of a murder. If you cannot share this with your friend, if you cannot come and tell me, Machan, I'm dating a guy, prime suspect of a murder, that is a red flag. She comes up to me, she's like, Yoshan, I'm dating this guy, but she's a prime suspect of a murder. I'm sorry, what? Prime suspect of a murder. What? Prime subject of a murder. So how would that conversation go like? Hey baby, tell me how you choked her. Tell me how you killed her. Oh my God, did she scream? Oh. But the reddest of the reddest flags. This flag is so red, it's redder than a baboon's bottom. It's more redder than my wife smacks me in the ass. Hi, Jay. My wife's here, by the way. I had a lady friend who was dating this guy who is still a Mahinda Rajapaksa supporter. That is the king of red flags. I cannot imagine a redder flag than that. What kind of a conversation they're going to have at night? Ane rattara. Mata kiyanno ko. Tell me how they stole our money. How they crippled our economy. Whisper to my ear the price of eggs now. Well, let's get back to the story. I sidetracked way too much. I can tell you a lot of red flags. So now my friend was dating this chick for about 3-4 years. And the day came. The day that every guy wants. The day that my friend who got married recently is going to get soon. He was going to go all the way in. And he was like, Macha, I'm going to score tonight. She told me, I'm going to score tonight. And my friends were like, oh, that's awesome. We're going to drink for you. We went to a pub. We were drinking. We were cheering. But he called. Why? I'm going to tell you now. You see, there are some calls that you do not want from your friends. When you don't have money, and he calls you asking for money, you don't want to answer that shit. What are you going to give you? The balls? Your balls? You're going to give your fucking balls? Hey, Machang, I need some money. Yeah, you can have my left nut, bro. The second type of call you don't want is when your mom hates your friend. And the dude's like, Machang, I'm coming, huh? Coming, huh? Can you keep some food for me? You don't want that type of call. And the third phone call was this one. He's about to get laid. Why is he calling me? Nobody in this world thinks about me before getting laid except my wife. I hope. Now I'm going to tell you that conversation. It was one of the worst conversations I ever had. I'm going to act this scene out because it's very difficult to say it in normal words. My friend is now landing. He's coming into the airport. And that lady is lying down on the floor. and the gates are opening, just like Jurassic Park. Then this chick is like, the dude's like, Houston, we're landing, we're coming in. This woman on the ground, how come, baby? The runway is well lubricated. As he's making his approach, he's about to come in. You know how in the Jurassic Park film, when they enter the gates, the dudes are like, welcome to Jurassic Park, and they are in the car like, whoa. You know the name nicely put on the board? This bugger was going to enter. But instead of Jurassic Park, her ex's name was tattooed at the door. Welcome to Ranjan Park. Why was his name Ranjan? When you say Ranjan, who's the first person that pops into your head? The most famous ball bugger in Sri Lanka. He's the only one who has ridden a horse down Gold Road in Sri Lanka and flexed about it. And I'm thinking now, my friend, how is he going to live up to Ranjan? He can't go in the main entrance. Ranjan's backside, okay? He can't go in the back entrance. We were severely traumatized. Most of my friends were blaming him for being single for long, but trust me, it was not by choice. And he couldn't even get laid by himself for a long, long time. That was a very traumatizing experience. But after that, my friends and I decided, maybe we should get tattoos. Let's get something inspirational. Let's not get our exes' names on our private parts. Let's get something inspirational. You know what? We'll take an English word and we'll make it Sinhalese, exotic. So, we can show our, So the first things that we were researching, the first word that came up was live free or die hard. So inspirational. My Sinhala knowledge is not so deep. So in my head, this is what it sounds like. I could be wrong, but this is what it sounds like. Nikang jeevat wenna. Amaruing marenna. That is the motto of every Sri Lankan bugger nowadays. So I thought, no, that's not good. Let's just try another one. The second one that we came across was expect nothing. Appreciate everything. So in my little head, I was thinking, that sounds good. That sounds very inspirational. In Sinhala, that kind of sounds Mukut balaporuthu wenna epa. හැම දෙයක්ම අගය කරන්න. That is our government's motto. When I go to work and I come back home, I don't expect there to be lights. When there is light, I appreciate it. When I go to the shop and look for milk powder, I don't expect there to be milk powder. When there's milk powder, I appreciate it. The third tattoo, after a lot of research, the third tattoo we came across was keep calm, carry on. So I thought, that is really good. I cannot screw this up. I cannot mess up this translation. And I thought for a while, it was Sanusumwanna Ussagana Palayam. What the hell am I carrying? Then after that I was thinking, like everything I translated sounded wrong. What if we translated famous phrases from horror films? For example, the film The Exorcist. It was in one of the Exorcist films where when the child is possessed by the demon, she's on the bed, she turns her 360, all those kinky, sexy stuff. She looks at the priest and she goes, Father, I'm going to fuck you in the ass and break you into two. In English, pretty scary. For some people, nice. But in Sinhala, this is probably what it's going to sound like. Piya to me. Man tamusage passa patte dekata palana kam vade. How am I going to feel afraid of that? How am I going to get scared of that? I don't know. What if a film like Saw? You're there, you're trapped, and the screen goes blur, and this guy comes in a little bicycle. Let's play a game. That's pretty scary. But what if the bugger translates and says in Sinhala? Bugger come in the bike. Api sellama karamu. That bugger's cutting his hand. Karamu. That was the third one. It was also in one of the Exorcist films. I think it was in the Emily Rose film. In that one, the dude comes, the pastor comes, looks at the demon. Be gone! Evil spirit. I thought for a long time, how can we translate this? And this is what came to my head. Perera! Danny? I'm sorry, a lot of people are like, what? How dare you? How dare you? I didn't do this. Our ancestors were the one who claimed that women are evil. Not me. Not me. You can't hold me against that. I had an uncle. He also got a tattoo when he was much younger. It was a gorgeous mermaid tattoo. You know, when he flexes it, the mermaid does a little dance, you know, like it was awesome. Good trick in the bar. Now the bugger is 80 plus. The mermaid looks like a halmassa. The breasts, the boobs of the mermaid is on his fingers. So now when he wants to make the mermaid dance, all he does is... I also thought I could get a tattoo. I really did. I really did. So I went to the tattoo shop once when I was much, much younger. You know, when young child, stupid full days, sorry. I went to the tattoo shop. I gave him this epic design with an anchor, a skull, my mom's name. I wanted to put my wife's name. But there's a problem. My wife has the entire alphabet twice over in her name. So there's not enough ink in the country for that, and I cannot bear that pain. Imagine, Vijay Singh lage, Galapati lage, Mudiyansa lage. It goes on. She has all the names in there. Even now, when we go to any application places and I have to fill her name, I give the form to her. She's like, we're married for so long, you still don't know my name? I'll never know it. So let's get back to the tattoo. I'm there on the table, I'm looking the man there. I'm a man, I'm looking at him all tough. I'm like, Tapan tattoo, put it, brother, put it. He puts the stencil. Doesn't hurt. One step, yeah. Suddenly, I don't know what he does. He takes something cold and wet and rubs it on my hand. I scream so loud. I remembered Hirunika when she screamed in front of Ranil's house. I was like, ah! The brother looks at me and is like, that was a wet wipe. Chill. I looked at him and I said, bro, I have paid for this. I can scream as much as I want. If I want, I will remove my underwear and throw it around and scream. This is pre-screaming. You get it. You get it. But then, I still went through it. He got the needle. The needle was approaching my skin. I could feel my skin parting, like when Moses divided the ocean. It was like coming in closer and closer, and I was ready to scream. This time I was going to scream louder than any parliamentarian in the parliament. I was going to go, the needle touched. He looked at me and he said, brother, that was just the tip. I'm telling you guys, just the tip is just as painful. It is just as going to ruin your life as the full thing. So don't believe your boyfriends when they say it's just the tip. I have first-hand experience. Finally, he does the tattoo. It's just one dot. I couldn't go through it. It's too painful. I'm a chicken. A manly chicken. It's right there, the dot. Can anyone see it? Can you see it? Fucking racist. Thank you. My name's Yoshan Perera. Thank you so much.